I'm here this morning following our presentation to investors last week in Lagos to personally come and see the progress of work. Specifically, to come and see that your first day of test running this facility becomes a reality, and that we as a government have come to be witnesses to another major leap in terms of investments in Edo State. Presence here this morning with some of my commissioners is just to reaffirm that support. Your project is the first of a kind. And that is one reason why we will give it 100% backing. This is perhaps the first energy park in Nigeria and the continent. What does this mean? It means that because of the benefit and advantage we have in Edo State to have onshore oil and gas production, we are now attracting investors to utilize that production locally. Our goal is that every drop of crude oil and every inch of gas that is produced in Edo State is used here for our national development rather than exporting it out. So the idea of this park where all the production from an adjoining oil and gas field is brought in here. The oil is separated. The condensate is now refined into other products, like I said, diesel, DPK, naphtha, while the gas is stripped and used and processed for electricity generation and also for sale as CNG for use. This is quite significant because in a matter of a few months, we will have to deregulate, which means that gas will be cheaper. I have come in here today. I've seen things for myself. I've seen the state of the road infrastructure. We're here with some of our contractors and the Commissioner for Roads, and immediately the rains subside in the next few weeks, the next few days or weeks, the contractors will come straight to site to begin to rehabilitate the roads. We also want to inform you that Edo State now has a new electricity law which creates for us an electricity market, which means that the government has the authority to give licenses to people who now want to do electricity business in Edo State. Now that you have capacity, I'll encourage you that you should look at expanding that capacity to the envisaged 50 megawatts and encourage distributors to come in and buy power from you so that we can sell electricity across, underserved areas. We are very interested in attracting investors to see communities like Obaseki, like Abudu, and the surrounding communities so that we can get these communities electrified as soon as possible and attract investors and investments into these areas.
So what we built is a modular, scalable facility. I'll start with the nameplate capacities. We've built the infrastructure for a 10,000 barrel per day refinery, a 50 megawatt plant, a 60 million scope gas operation, and up to 100 rack data center. However, our starting capacity is 2,500 barrels of refining capacity. It's 5 megawatts of power capacity. It's 40 million scope of gas capacity, and the 18 rack data center. That's the starting capacity.